NFL Week 3 just happened, so get ready for some more riveting analysis. Last week, the NFL didn't love my video. They took all of my possessions and killed my dog, so I decided to make a more copyright-friendly approach this week. Alright, let's see how this goes. Let's send this over the edge. You see, this is inaccurate because it depicts an Eagles player actually getting fantasy points. Sorry if I sound like I'm in the iron lung right now. I had a long weekend. The best athletes in the world have a killer instinct. This innate ability to win games in difficult situations. Tua Tagovailoa has the exact opposite of this. Every single time the game gets remotely close, he just shits the bed. The Bills were able to clutch up with their group of white tight ends and made the Dolphins 0-3. The Patriots-Steelers game was truly terrible. The Patriots had 5 turnovers in this game. I had to choose a game to watch during the 1 o'clock slot, and I chose this one for no reason. Being a Patriots fan is the worst team to be a fan of by far. I like imagining the blood-curdling rage of Dolphins fans hearing me say that. People seem to get really mad when I didn't talk about the Raiders last week. So here you go, here's our game analysis. Here were all the points they scored. Are you happy? The Commanders actually played really well. The Rams-Eagles game was pretty fun. Jalen Hurts woke up from his hiatus from playing football from the start of the season to lock in during the second half. The Rams totally choked this away. How are you gonna lose on a blocked field goal returned for a touchdown? Bro, think you Will Hill or something. In conclusion, I hate the Eagles because Saquon Barkley had like 8 fantasy points this week. Who actually cares about this game? I feel like I've done the Colts a disservice by never talking about their games, so I'm gonna be nice today. But Cam Ward really doesn't seem very good right now. I like seeing Daniel Jones play well, though. That's pretty funny. I mean, it's decently possible for the Colts to make the playoffs. Their division is awful. You know you're in a terrible division when the Jags have a winning record. Not that anyone cares, but this is my favorite meme of the week. This game was just humiliating for Atlanta. How are you gonna let the goddamn Carolina Panthers sweep you? Maybe there's a chance that Bryce Young isn't all awful. But also then again, I think the Falcons are just a terrible team. It is so easy to score 3 points in the NFL. You literally have to get it past like the 40-yard line. I'm glad that Panthers fans got to do this. I'm sure it was very therapeutic for them. This is like the Patriots-Falcons Super Bowl, but it's only the part where the Patriots came back. It got so bad they subbed out Michael Penix Jr. This is the first time the Panthers have won by more than 30 since 2014. That's before their Super Bowl run. The Jets-Buccaneers game was surprisingly close and created the terrible idea that the Jets might be slightly good at football. I have no idea why a professional design team made the Jets have the lowest quality logo possible on this scoreboard. This is the only week I've ever witnessed where there's been 2 blocked field goals for a touchdown. This one was way more exciting because it actually mattered though. It didn't matter though. Baker Mayfield's too much of a dog. It goes to show how bad the Jets are as a franchise that this was the best thing to happen to them in 3 years. How the hell did the Packers lose to the Browns? That's just embarrassing. It was a terrible game. Jordan Love just played poorly. This incredible screenshot came out of it though, so I'm happy. In a match genuinely no one watched, the Texans played the Jags. The Texans have just had a really bad start to the season. It's just been truly awful. CJ Stroud has just really been struggling to get anything going. The Jags aren't particularly good either, but they're just doing a little better. The Texans totally could have won if Nico Collins didn't fumble. Just to be honest, who gives a fuck? It's the Texans Jags, bro. None of these teams are making the playoffs. Look, I get that Joe Burrow is out, but there is absolutely no reason for the Vikings to drop 48 on you. This game was just insane. This was just an unfortunate game for Denver. Bo Nix has just been playing worse than what he was expected to. As for Justin Herbert, he seems to be playing his best season so far. I guess dating Madison Beer turns her into prime Peyton Manning, I guess. The ending was rough for the Broncos, but I think they'll get better. The Cowboys got humiliated on live television by the Chicago Bears. Caleb Williams played a surprisingly good game, so that's good for him, I guess. This flea flicker play was crazy between the Bears. Caleb Williams threw an absolute laser. I hate to say it, Cowboys fans, but there's a chance that this year might actually not be your year. Hey, maybe the Bears might have their best season of all time and go 6-11. Another blowout happened between the Seahawks and the Saints. I don't really blame the Saints this season. They had 0 expectations, so I guess they're living up to it. They just look incapable of playing football. Nothing good can happen to the Saints franchise since Drew Brees left. And when you watch this game, it kind of feels like nothing ever will. The Arizona Cardinals played the 49ers and the greatest quarterback of our generation. I'm not gonna lie to you, it wasn't the most interesting game I've ever seen. It is fun watching Mac Jones play football again. I thought I would never see it. Mac Jones expertly led a game-winning drive to a field goal and they were able to pull it out in the end. If you told someone at the start of the season there was high anticipation for a Chiefs-Giants game, they would think you're crazy. But then they would also be right because this game wasn't that close and the Chiefs beat the Giants by a good deal. Russell Wilson gave everyone a reminder why the Broncos let him go. It turns out he's still not very good. This is one of my favorite plays of this week. Mahomes throws a fumble and then he just takes the ball back. Hate the guy all you want. The awareness required to do this is insane. The week ended with Lions-Ravens and this was honestly a pretty decent decent game. These teams both have really good offenses, and neither defense could really do anything about it. To everybody who's had Derrick Henry on their fantasy team, look, I've been there, and it's awesome watching him get like 4 points every week. Because of Derrick Henry's fumble, the Lions were able to take the game. If you made it this far in the video, comment your favorite mode of public transport.